Hello everybody, this is Callum Shadow, doing a part 3 of the join storyline with Timothy Domingo. If you want to go and check out part 1, go the last video which I made. If you want to go and check out part 2, go and check Timothy's last made video. Don't worry, after when we've done the storyline, or halfway through, I will make a playlist and put all the videos in there, in order. So, yeah. Anyway, from where we left off, Timothy is still, can't remember what he's actually doing, but he's, like, oh yeah, he's a sidekick of Gorahag, and he doesn't really want to become a Gorahag because Gorahag said, I think I'm getting the name wrong, Gorahag, whatever it is, said to Timothy, you have to become a hero on your own, and so on. And I, forgot what happened next. But anyway, K9's become because if you remember rightly, the last episode, K9 went into a camp, and he became a tower, a full tower, paperwork, and all this. So, he's on his first assignment with him, Magma, and Pebble, was to go and take out, was to go and eliminate, who was it again? U9. If you remember from Bionicle Master 69, if he has ever been there, U9 was a mock which I built, which was basically a Von Nebula upgrade. So yeah, we got sent to take down him and all his minions. And basically, the mission was to capture him, not kill him. And Magma and Pebble went through that procedure, and they actually went to capture him. But K9, because because U9 killed one of his family, which was his brother, his brother, in a long battle, he killed U9. And basically, when he got back to tower headquarters, he got stripped of his tower. He is no longer a official tower. He doesn't have the powers which he used to have. He just has a little bit of powers. He's still K9, but yeah, he gets stripped from his tower. He is no longer a tower. He still looks like a tower, and people still act him as a tower, but he's not actually officially a tower because he ruined his own chance on his first mission. That's kind of like me, I ruin everything. Another thing is Magma and Pebble really wanted to stay friends with K9, and the Tower franchise, the Tower government basically said to them that you can't be friends with K9 unless you leave the Tower government as well. So, to the government's surprise, they actually left and went with K9. And that's how the Tower team, you can't really say Tower team because they're not even towers, but basically the hero team called Team, I don't even know. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically that. And then they meet up and then in Takaran's world, he basically, he's, I don't know really, he goes into the tower camp, the same one which K9 was in, because the tower camp is basically a whole world, and there's like a load of camps around this one world, and it's not on Beccanuva or on Timothy Domingo's world. It's just on a totally different planet where you have to literally fly or teleport there, or so on, etc. Another thing is, when K9 isn't becoming a tower, he likes to, when he isn't doing, because now he's not a tower, he doesn't think that he has responsibility to look after people. But, so he's kind of like a loose cannon tower. So, yeah. Timothy Domingo is now a qualified he went through he went through a lot of training, a lot of thingy, but he finally became a tower of. I don't even know what you're a tower of, but anyway, yeah. So he went through that, and he is now a official tower with all the official things, and yeah. And on his first assignment, he is basically meant to go and take down K9. Because the government knows that K9 is a threat to their government. And yeah, it's basically been taken down by... Yeah. So Timothy Domingo's first assignment is to go and take down K9, Magma and Pebble, with a couple of other towers. And Timothy Domingo goes to go and find him, but he suspects that K9 isn't what the government said he was like, because the government said that K9 is a ruthless tower who will do anything to succeed in a mission, or anything. So if he's on a mission, if he's created his own mission to go and kill someone, he will kill him. So yeah, he will ruin it. So Timothy Domingo's after him, but he isn't after him to kill him. He's after him to see what he's like, to see whether he actually has to kill him. Because if the stories are right, Timothy Domingo isn't sure Takaron. If I ever say Timothy Domingo, it's actually Takaron or Tim. So Takaron knows that he won't be able to take him down if what the government says is true. So he sneaks around and spies on him, basically. And he realises that he's a good guy. And Timothy Domingo, you can decide what you want to do next. Basically, Takaron's spying on K9, and K9's just hanging around, and he, gets haunted. Yeah, this is where the nightmares start to, rewinding a bit, Timothy Domingo, you can carry on from where Takaron's spying on K9. But go backwards all the way to back when K9 was a Matoran. So that was when K9 basically went to a circus, and he was afraid of clowns, and he's always been afraid of clowns. And that's when he met a clown there, which looked strongly like Jester. And basically K9's been haunted by that image the whole of his life. And it turns out that that clown never existed. It was just a figure of his imagination, and it's been haunting him ever since. So, yeah, and then finally, every day the nightmare gets worse and worse and worse. So, yeah, every nightmare adds a tiny bit of his body for the next, how many years, till he gets to K9. But K9 isn't facing up against Jester. Zero has to face against Jester, which that story comes up later on. Timothy Domingo, that's the rest of that story. So basically, K9's still having his nightmares about Jester. Timothy Domingo, a little bit of a message before the video ends. I'm wanting this to go as long as I want, so even though the storyline is still over, even though the storyline is still, going to end at some point, I want it to keep on carrying on. So, he carries on doing, missions and so on. Yeah, so, when the mission ends, I think the storyline's gonna end at around 5 or 6, so I don't want it to go up to 10, so I estimate it to finish around 5 or 6, the actual storyline. But anyway, if you don't want to be part of the Pip Army, don't subscribe. If you do, subscribe and make sure you be part of the Pip Army by slapping that like button. Bye!